Hi, welcome to episode 30 of the Gluten-Free Psychiatry Podcast, No More Nightmares. I'm going to share my protocol with you that combines 4 different types of treatments together into a protocol to try to prove that you have cleared electromagnetic frequencies, body memories, and the theory behind all that. This book was written 10 years ago after I was graduated, and I wrote it with my professor, Dr. Tharp, combatptsd.org. Check it out. The current version has his wife on there. I'm no longer part of that organization since the very beginning, but I help him co-found a nonprofit. And I want to draw your attention to the graph on the back cover of that book. At that time, we were showing on the graph that most likely you can't really reasonably expect your stress level as a combat veteran to come all the way down to where it was before the military. This No More Nightmare protocol is going to fill in the gap on the rest of that. How do you get better than you ever were in your life? Is that possible? What's the research behind that? So if you look at the first book I wrote, Combat PTSD in America, at the same time I wrote this one with him, the subtitle says Toward a Permanent Solution. And so as a holistic psychiatrist now, here's the protocol right here, where it's still the same kind of graph. Let's take a closer look. That this is the intensity of your symptoms here on the y-axis, and it's still time over your lifetime. When you're cruising along, and hopefully for you, the early part of your life was great, what happens next is the nightmares come first, and then if things progress, there are daytime symptoms. As you're recovering and getting better, what I'm showing here that's newer on this graph is the right side of the screen. That's where I think this protocol matters, the right side of the graph, because the nightmares are the last to leave. Once we can get your daytime symptoms gone, your body will still let you know if it's cleared. And when you look at the protocol, we're combining traditional dream therapy, creative imagination, the Mindshift Method, which is taught as part of the course, which includes ancestral quantum physics, proof, basically your own custom ceremony, and virtual reality video games. And if you're a gamer or if you're on active duty, if you have PTSD and you are on active duty and you play Call of Duty with your friends, I know that's rare, but they're out there. I made sure that this protocol will work for you. Actually, you're in a better position to prove that the frequencies aren't there, and you can play a first-person shooter game till 2 o'clock in the morning and not have any nightmares. That's why I call it the No More Nightmares protocol. That type of exposure therapy is not for everyone. And that's why I disagree with exposure therapy at the VA and elsewhere as even a first, second, or third line treatment. It should be the very last resort. And so that, playing video games themselves like Call of Duty, or I play Counter-Strike Source, that's completely optional, and it comes at the very end. So that's where I rank exposure therapy, and you should have 6 days worth of education and meditative practice spread over a month. And then at the end, when you have your certificate in your hand, if you want to, and if you already play video games, then try this other additional protocol. That's where the No More Nightmare protocol fits, because it's exposure-based. So here's my opinion of exposure therapy. I think we're doing it wrong, and we need to read books like Molecules of Emotion and watch some documentaries to see how we're doing it wrong. So I am an outspoken critic of mainstream psychiatry in a few ways, especially the pharmaceutical industry. And there is corruption from the top down. So if you want to learn how to take care of yourself, how to use your ancestors' traditions or belief systems, or awaken your own faith to pray like a teenager again, like I do, and then you want to take the Mindshift Method class. It's great for atheists too. Okay, we don't discuss religion or politics in this level of class. Once you're certified with this, then I'm interested in others that want to go on and learn more and discuss more. But let's do some healing first. Let's start a revolution at mindshiftcare.com.